On WKYT this morning, a Central Kentucky Fire Department mourning the loss of one of their own after a crash.
We're tracking an investigation out of Laurel County involving a determined burglar.
And also this morning, the flu virus claiming 6 Kentucky lives. How to protect yourself and your family.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you on the last day of 2014. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're going to have a fabulous New Year's Eve. It's going to be a little chilly.
Hey, it looks like it. That's the way the year is ringing out and ringing in the new. Let's get ready to ring in much colder weather as well. And let's go to meteorologist Jim Caldwell in this morning for Micah in our first Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
And good morning to you. And it will be cold. It's cold out there right now, and that will continue through the day today as we likely only see highs in the upper 20s. That's how cold. So just imagine where we're going later on tonight as folks are ringing in the new year around midnight tonight. A little bit of cloud cover down to our south. It held on for most of the day yesterday and still tracking some out there this morning, and some thin clouds working through central Kentucky right now. But again, not a big deal at all. We're at 19 degrees in Lexington, 18 degrees in Richmond. So the chill is here. We'll track that chill a little deeper into the area coming up a little bit later, guys.
Okay, see you then, and let's get to the news.
A Central Kentucky Fire Department is mourning the loss of one of its own. We've learned a crash on the Mountain Parkway killed a volunteer firefighter.
The Clark County coroner says 38-year-old Marshall Brian Craig died yesterday when his car hit an ambulance. The Owensville fire chief tells us it is not the first time that Craig's family has suffered a tragic loss in a crash. WKYT's Jordan Valline shows us how Craig is being remembered.
In the close-knit group of men and women at the Owensville Fire Department,
every one of us are friends. You just don't get in this profession and not be friends.
News travels fast, and bad news
8:23 last night.
even faster.
But when I heard it was a death for somebody that was so well liked by the department, you know, it really hits home.
On Monday, the fire chief got the call that one of their volunteer firefighters, Brian Craig, was killed in a car accident along with his girlfriend, Rebecca Talby.
Brian talked about her highly on how things were and, you know, future plans that they had with one another.
We're told that Craig was a father of 4 and soon to be father of 5.
They were expecting a baby.
Craig's family now grieving his loss, similar to the one Craig himself grieved when his parents and younger brother died in a crash.
In 2003, they were also killed in a car accident in Montgomery County.
2 generations met with the same fate.
I really do feel tremendously sorry for his family losing him at this time.
But instead of focusing on how he died, the firefighters here hope to take lessons from the way he lived.
They're going to remember how he was there and always gung-ho and ready, and hopefully that'll carry over to them, and they'll take up the same excitement towards things the way Brian did.
In Owensville, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
And the fire chief says the funeral for Brian Craig will be held this Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Harold and Stewart Funeral Home in Mount Sterling.
Well, this morning we're tracking the investigation into an unusual string of crimes in Laurel County. Police say someone stole some vehicles from a car lot and tried to break into a pharmacy. But as you'll see, the thief's plan didn't quite work out. Jerica Insko shows us surveillance video of the attempted burglary.
It all started here at Yaden's Auto Sales on South Laurel Road. That's where police say a man took multiple vehicles from this car lot and used them in a separate crime. Watching the surveillance video at Thompson Drug South,
I guess it wasn't for a lack of effort because he did try.
you quickly lose count of how many times
Very high quality door.
this man attempts to break into this pharmacy.
On a few of the occasions he was using a crowbar to try to pry the door open. At one point he was using what appeared to be an axe. He kicked the door, and he also used the front of a pickup truck and tried to actually drive it up into the door to push through the door.
All the while, London police tell us there's a second crime going on that you won't catch. That's because those vehicles you see in the video, well, they aren't his.
They come back here and get the truck and try to get through with the truck. And that didn't work either. Got the G6 back, but not the truck.
State police say a break-in at Yaden's Auto Sales got this man the keys to 3 of their vehicles. Surveillance video and the times in which these crimes occurred connected the two.
And sure enough, the description of the vehicle at Thompson Drug matches the description of a vehicle we had on the lot.
It's a joint investigation between London Police and State Police
It's insane that someone would go that far to try to get drugs. I mean,
to catch this hardworking criminal. That dark gray 2003 Chevy truck seen in the surveillance video is still missing. So if you see it, call State or London Police. In Laurel County, Jerica Ensko, WKYT.
Thanks, Jerica. London police say they are looking into whether this man is connected to an attempted break-in at another pharmacy also on Sunday morning. You can watch the raw surveillance video if you like on our website, WKYT.com.
A man accused of stabbing two people at a Lexington home has been arrested. Lexington police say officers in Clark County arrested 33-year-old Morgan Adams. He's charged with 2 counts of assault. Late Sunday night, Lexington police say Adams got into an argument at an apartment off of Martha Court off the Eastland Parkway. They say he then stabbed a man and a woman inside the home. Police say both victims were taken to the UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
2 people charged in connection to a deadly shooting in Winchester pleaded not guilty. Both Lamont Wilkerson and Lillian Barnett were in court for their arraignment. Police charged Wilkerson with murder and robbery. Barnett faces a complicity to murder charge. Last Tuesday, Winchester police say shots were fired during a home invasion at an apartment on Oxford Drive. Police say one of the bullets went through the floor and hit 19-year-old Amber Caudill in the apartment below. She was killed. 3 other people were injured in the shooting. Police are still looking for a person of interest in the case.
State health leaders now say the flu has led to 6 deaths in Kentucky so far this season. They say 5 adults and 1 child died of complications from the flu. Health leaders say Kentucky's flu activity is already considered to be widespread, the highest level possible.
And this year we're seeing widespread activity start in the state a bit earlier than we normally see.
Health experts say Kentucky usually reaches widespread flu activity in January. Doctors say on average the flu runs its course in about 7 to 10 days. They point out it is still not too late to get a flu shot.
This morning, police need your help finding a missing Whitley County teenager. Williamsburg police are looking for 17-year-old Dakota Bunch. They say he was last seen on Shadow Ridge around 10 o'clock Monday night. He was reported missing late yesterday afternoon. Police say Bunch is around 6'2" and 125 pounds.
Kentucky State University has offered a full scholarship to a teenager injured in a shooting at a Louisville high school. KSU President Raymond Burse said he wanted Javante Burrows' family to have one less thing to worry about as he recovers. Burrows was shot at Fern Creek High School back in September. He's a sophomore at the school. His father called the scholarship offer a blessing.
This morning, police are investigating some online threats made against Leslie County High School. Police say someone going by the name Savage Squad posted the threats on Twitter. The picture associated with that account shows James Holmes, a man accused of killing 12 people at a Colorado movie theater in 2012. One of the tweets shows a picture of guns and the message, quote, "Can't wait to show my friends at school."
It's sickening. I mean, anytime you see a posting threatening a school shooting, you know, you like to think that maybe it's not a credible threat, but you don't know, and it's that uncertainty that, you know, scares all of us to death, and we can't afford to be wrong.
Well, right now, students are out of school for Christmas break. School administrators say they will have extra security measures in place when students return Monday. Federal prosecutors want a tougher sentence for an Eastern Kentucky judge executive in a corruption case. Morgan County Judge Executive Tim Conley pleaded guilty to fraud in federal court over the summer. Investigators say he received more than $100,000 in kickbacks. Guidelines call for him to be sentenced to no more than 7 years, 3 months in prison. But according to our partners at the Herald-Leader, prosecutors have filed a motion asking that Conley be sentenced to more than 11 years instead. Conley will be sentenced next week.
A cancer charity backed by a college basketball player, Lauren Hill, has reached a big milestone. Hill is battling a rare form of cancer, and she plays for Mount St. Joseph in Cincinnati. Her fight received national attention and has inspired many people. Thanks to a telethon in Cincinnati, Hill's charity has now met its goal of raising $1 million in donations by the end of the year. The charity is called The Cure Starts Now.